Good evening, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google+. This is Rich again, back for your second and final video blog of the night for Saturday, June 25th, 2016, around 8:03 in the evening in Billerica, Massachusetts. It's sunny. The sun's going down in about 20 minutes or so, and tomorrow's going to be comfortable. A little bit on the warm side, but dry and nice. Not too many chances for rain this upcoming week, and we really do need the rain because it's becoming a serious drought. Some news to report. It's Happy National Burger Day. Some hockey news items. Hockey Hall of Fame defenseman Ray Bourque's been arrested for DUI. That's not good. Also, the Boston Bruins made some inquiries about the number one free agent on the NHL free agent market this year, Steven Stamkos. The odds of Steven Stamkos coming to the Boston Bruins is the same as me dating Julie Broughton. It's not going to happen. And the Boston Bruins also are interested in re-signing Chris Kelly. Why? He's a fourth liner at best, and if they re-sign him, it's only going to be about less than $1 million. And the Boston Bruins are interested in bringing back Milan Lucic, and he has some mutual interest coming back to the Bruins. But I don't know if this is just to get him back in the fold for the Bruins. The Canucks are interested, the Oilers are interested, so we'll wait and see how it plays out. And that's about it on the news. My second and final video blog subject of the night is about the former NHL team, the Kansas City Scouts. The Kansas City Scouts only lasted 2 years in the National Hockey League. From 1974 through 1976, they were an expansion team that came in with the Washington Capitals. Their original nickname was going to be the Kansas City Mohawks because they were because it's Kansas City, Missouri, and Kansas City, Kansas. The Mo would be short for Missouri, and the Hawks would be the Kansas Jayhawks. But the Chicago Blackhawks objected to them being called the Mohawks because it would get confused with the Blackhawks. So they had to rename the team, and they had a contest, and they called it the Kansas City Scouts because there was an Indian chief statue near this downtown Kansas City, and they named it. And the Kansas City Scouts played in the Smythe Division in the NHL. That's now the Pacific Division. And their home games were played in the Kemper Arena. And the Kansas City Scouts were an awful team. Their first season, 15 wins, 54 losses, and 11 ties, 41 points. They didn't have too many stars on the team, and their crowds at the Kemper Arena were averaging only 8,200 a game. It's not good. And the second season was even worse. The Kansas City Scouts had a record of 12 wins, 56 losses, and 12 ties for 36 points. At the end of the second season, they had a 27 point without recording a win. The last 27 games, they did not record a win. That was completely awful. And both seasons, they never sniffed the playoffs. And the Kansas City Scouts had 3 coaches during this 2 seasons. Bep Gugon and Sid Abel and Eddie Bush led the team, but they didn't lead them to success. And they had 2 captains, Simon Nolet and Guy Calron. And at the end of the second season, the 37 owners of the Kansas City Scouts, they didn't have a principal owner. They had 37 owners were in serious debt, and they needed to find a buyer, and they had a season ticket drive to keep the Kansas City Scouts in Kansas City for a 3rd season. But the season ticket drive was very poor. Only 2,000 fans bought season tickets for a proposed 3rd season. Plus the rising cost of the paying the players. All the owners were undercapitalized, and the poor attendance, the poor performance, and also another factor was the economic downturn in the Kansas City area. And plus, around this time, there were the talent pool for pro hockey in North America was so diluted. There were 18 teams in the National Hockey League and 12 in the WHA, 30 teams overall, and most of these players were basically kind of minor leaguers or like scraps from the other NHL teams. And the 37 owners of the Kansas City Scouts said that this team ain't viable in Kansas City. They put it up for sale, and they were sold to a businessman in Colorado named Jack Vickers, and he moved the team from Kansas City to Denver, Colorado, and they were renamed the Colorado Rockies. And they didn't have success in Colorado as well. They lasted 6 seasons there, and today moved to New Jersey and became the New Jersey Devils. Probably sometime in the near future, I'm going to be doing a video blog on the NHL team, the Colorado Rockies. And the Kansas City Scouts had an interesting logo with the Indian chief sitting on a horse. It was a pretty good logo, but they were doomed to fail. And since the NHL left Kansas City in 1976, minor league hockey was there for a long time, but they haven't had a minor league hockey team since 2001 when the Kansas City Blades folded. And there's always been rumors that an NHL team would go to Kansas City because they have a new arena, the Sprint Center, but nobody has filled out an application yet. And I'm very surprised because Kansas City could get an NHL team, and there's an opening in Central Division, but I don't think anybody's stepping up to the plate. And that's about it on the Kansas City Scouts, and that's about it on these video blogs. Tomorrow, 2 more coming your way. First video blog will be about the top 10 sports teams that everybody misses. These sports teams are no longer in the cities or even in existence anymore. And the second video blog of the night will be about the SEC Network. Keep calm, everybody. I'm a Julie Putting guy. Molly Roseblood of WCCOX and has nice legs. Elizabeth Art So Stunning, she's the best. Amy Wednesday's awesome. Linda Church of WPIX New York is the best and such a cougar. And Barbara Gibbs of ABC 11 has that sweet Southern accent. And in the words of Dickie Ackroyd Jr., director of the Boys and Girls Club of Greater America, the more, the merrier. Good night, everybody.